Alrighty then. So I think I fixed that. We can go ahead and just disregard the desktop wallpapers. So this is, of course, one of the greatest games in terms of physics capability, as you'll see and enjoy. Don't worry. The broadcast delay is amazingly bad. Oh dear. Oh dear. Alright, so we're now a fire truck this time.
Please proceed quickly.
I'll tap that and let's roll on with the good times. So physics, as you could tell, yep, I just kind of yeah, so I think I've improved it massively. That we have to go save those guys, but before we do, we're gonna go ahead and just investigate the world as it was. Is this the monorail that we could actually travel on? Of course, this is beautiful collision sounds as well. Now, in order to speed up, you have to hold down the annoying siren noise. There we are. This is true. This is how emergency patrol works.
We have a warehouse fire in the industrial area.
Oh dear. We have a fire that can... Oh dear. That's how that works. Okay. So it seems that monorail is the epitome of strength. Now you can actually go into the vents, we'll show you that later, but... Oh yeah. Let's deal with the problem.
If it weren't for you, that fire would have burned out of control.
That is my favorite cutscene of the whole game because of how incredible it is.
Engine 5, engine
I like
5,
that there
there's
is...
a large cargo fire burning on the docks.
Come on. So anytime that this bar is on, the game goes to about 15 frames a second. But as soon as it's gone, it's fine. And that cutscene also goes ahead and plays if you come up the vents, which we're going to try now and just see how they work. As you can tell, driving in this game is something unreal. This is really the standard for all driving. All game developers should develop their handling systems just like this. There we are. That's it. Now, this game is got some interesting ideas about how physics works. For example, climbing. That is exactly how I think mountains are. Heavy hit. The driver is unaware that his car is on fire. Yes, that is the actual... Let's go investigate this right now. I can assure you that this is, of course, exactly a real-life scenario. I've seen people afflicted by this before. We've missed them. That's alright. We can bounce on there later. We gotta go and investigate some of the other areas of this island. Don't even know if the city has, oh. That is exactly how I imagined that object would bounce around. Off it goes into the wild green yonder to disappear. So, we're gonna cruise on now. Collision with horses. I believe that the animals are actually some of the strongest things in the game. I don't know if we can actually hit them though. Come here, come here. Missed it and... yes. That's it, that's how it works. Alright, pig's very, very quick. So let's head to the airport. Yes. That is how bouncing happens. What you're getting here is a very accurate science lesson. I think is incredible. Alright, so I can't actually break through the fences or the hedge. As you can tell, this paper thin hedge is... But you can... Oh! You can do that, so that's helpful. Now we actually go for the fire truck. Sorry, the yes. Now, as a child, of course, this was always my favorite vehicle.
Matchbox County will be much safer with you on patrol.
Damn square it will. So,
Car 01, a red sports car has been spotted speeding.
There's multiple ways to get into the airport, but once we're here...
progress. The suspect is on.
Yes, that looks like a bank robbery.
All units, we have a report of vandalism at the airport.
By vandalism, it means one petty thug, throwing around some phone boxes. Yes. Now, I don't know if you're really getting the effect here of the pop-in or the Z fighting that's occurring, but yes, I love that. Love a bit of that in the morning. I also love how the sirens work in this game. Yes, that was the, of course, way that I would escape a police car coming that close to me. Anyway, we gotta move our way through to the airport streets. I like that even these vehicles stop for you, so that's a fantastic deal, I think. Couldn't catch him, but it was a good try.
We have a report of vandalism at the airport.
Yes, let's chain up collisions here. That is incredible physics, working for the benefit of us as a society. Oh dear. Now, of course, if you really want to test physics, we need a couple things first. So firstly, we need to find our way out of this building. Imagine there's no exit here, but it was a good try nonetheless. Of course, if you can't turn around, just, tap the walls. That works. Off it goes into the sky. Now, this is the big city, as it were, the shopping district. Oh my, we can go on a police pursuit. Oh, that was tough.
These guys are busted.
These guys. Or one of them.
Car 01, a boy has been reported missing. He was
Oh.
the old mine.
So when I put the sirens on, they actually point to where the criminals. Can you guys actually see her face? It's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Skateboarder, of course, is not a help to society, though. He couldn't care at all. Yes. These dirty, dirty mountains. Let's go ahead and climb the summit. Couldn't, of course, climb up that. We are going up a almost 90-degree incline here. That is something of beauty to behold. Look at this. There, of course, is the bird statue, so, it took me a while to figure that out, but,
the suspect is on foot.
that is actually a statue of a bird, made out of grass. There we are. I don't know if you can hear the sounds, the ambient audio, but it's something of beauty. Yes, that's how fire hydrants work. I remember now. Oh, I like that it went from the completely opposite direction of impact. Now, if you thought that other face was terrifying, I want to welcome you to the circus, where it's a whole new of terrifying. There you are. Let's just back up and get a good shot of this. There we are. There we are. I tell you what, guys, that is... I'm just going to tap some buttons, see what we can get out of this. See if we can hide that arrow.
Bank robbery in progress. The
Nope.
suspect is on
That's
foot.
alright. We tried. We're going to go through the mouth now. Let's roll. That is, of course, my favorite attraction. These are supposed to be like ticket vendors, I think, and of course we can just go ahead and pluck them out of the sky. Hello there, buddy. Can't get in there, unfortunately, but we can try.
Reports of a lost dog roaming the neighborhood. Please locate and return to owner.
Now, this is 2001. Somebody is not getting a video. Can other people comment on whether the stream is working or not? Just want to test to be sure. In the meantime, of course, I want to show you the most beautiful part of this game. One of these missions requires you to go. Someone's hurt themselves in an attraction, and I want you to figure out.
Muggings reported around the harbor.
lady. I want you to try and figure out why she may have hurt herself off this attraction. Now this is the attraction in question, and here we go. Oh! Now if we spin around here, yes! People are intended to go down what I can only describe as a 50-foot waterfall. Just turn around and scroll on back. So there you go. That is, of course, that is something that people are supposed to jump on down. And as you saw, the car took that like a champ. Now, this is incredible. Physics actually, like, it becomes slippery here. This is something special. They actually thought about this. They actually had to work on this. Now, I don't know how anyone's supposed to get out of this ride, but this is the way we're getting out. There we are. Ah, very nice bouncing. Oh, good. So, if you are... Car 01 here. We can handle that later. So, I always love the ice cream guys. Their reactions to everything. Flawless control is how I would describe this game. So anyway, we are... Oh, good. Moving into the harbour now. Boom! Good collision. Now the harbour is unique because it actually... It gives you access to this thing over here. It's called the ocean. Didn't quite make it, but we'll get in there, don't worry. Many ways to get into the harbour. Not so many ways to get out, you see. Alright, let's try this. There it is! And, yes. This game has an underwater. And they knew you would come underwater because there are fish. Let's see if we can go find some of the fish in question. Yes, sirens still work underwater. You also know slippery physics do not apply here. That is a platform, all right. There it is. We have an orca. There we are. Good. Okay, it's hit my car. There's two of them. That's a face. It's doing a little dance for you guys on the stream. So thank you very much for being part of the stream and watching the fish. So I'm going to ask the question to you guys now. We can either do missions for the police, for the ambulance, or for the fire service. So who wants to do what? What do you guys want to do here? Because I'm up for options. Now, if you do enough of these missions down here, you get the next level of vehicle. Alright, so please go ahead and let me know what you'd like to investigate. But while we're doing that, well, I'll let you have that choice. I don't know how I hit that, but okay. I'm gonna rock on out of the water here. Instant speed boost, oh yeah. Oh, now, the question is, A, why is there a lot of ramps here that have no correspondence with each other? Now see, this is kind of a thing where, these are supposed to be ticket booths here, but where's the entrance? Well, this is the entrance. Now what happens if I get stuck here and I don't make the ramp? Well, what you have to do is you have to kind of, I learned this as a kid, right? You have to drive around here, then with all the speed that you can muster, bounce your way over here. So that bouncing is actually a game mechanic. That's incredible.
All units in the vicinity, proceed to the industrial area and apprehend suspected bicycle thief.
A bicycle thief. Now I know we have some established members of the Blockland forums here, so I'd like to go ahead and play that song in your own personal space. We can see who has stolen the bike. There they are! Nailed them.
Good job. You caught the bicycle thief.
Ambulance missions it is. We will go for the ambulance.
Car 01,
Alrighty.
Car 01, a red sports car has been spotted
Find
speeding
said
downtown.
ambulance. There we are.
It's gonna be a busy day. Glad to have you on patrol.
Welcome to the ambulance, ladies and gentlemen.
Police
So let's see what we have to
to the scene of an accident downtown. Your assistance
Okay.
is required.
We got a car crash, a gruesome car crash. Somebody sick on an airplane. A house on fire. Apparently, fire service is not going to deal with that. A boy who's crying because his bike got destroyed. So we'll go ahead and deal with the first problem here. Alright, so let's rock on. The alarm for this one's even more annoying than the last one. So where is it? Where is that? Ah, yes. Now the ambulance is unique because it actually has missions where you have to follow the vehicle. That's what that little tag has come up. And he's raced off at about 1,000,000 miles an hour. Whoa! Steady on, steady on. Now that red car behind us, I don't know if you can actually see it, is actually from the police missions.
Police cars are on their way to the scene of
That's a
attack.
car you're supposed to capture, and
Your
of course
assistance is required.
we can drive through it. That's exactly how physics is meant to work. So anyway, let's continue on. Oh, it's a nasty incident.
Good thing you were on duty for this one.
I like how it's just kind of tapped his face
We
there.
have a
That's fixed
female
him.
with an injured leg requiring transport to the hospital.
Oh dear.
Please respond.
That's a pretty serious incident. We better move. Ah, okay. Turning. This is, of course, how turning works in the game. This is also how cameras work. Squash and roll. And it worked, surprisingly. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? Are we following someone else? I'm in the way. Yes, we can stop right in middle of the air. That's fine. The narrator guy sounds way too enthusiastic. I don't think you understand. There was more clipping there. These guys love their job. And they love it because they do the same missions over and over. The missions never change, it's just the vehicles that do. So I seem to have accidentally overshot the target.
We have
Let's
a
go ahead.
female with an injured leg requiring transport to
There
the
we are.
hospital.
The doctors will take over from here. Good job.
She looked very injured to me. So it hasn't told us where we're
Rescue
going.
is needed at
Oh.
the old mine. There is a man trapped inside.
Now it tries to lead you on the roadway, but of course I'm a little bit of a rebel. We're not going to go on the roadway. So without any permits or anything, we're just going to dive into the old mine. Train stopped me. Alright. This actually has rats. I remember hating this level.
It's amazing the kind of trouble people can dig up for themselves.
Ah! Did you hear that guy? That was a
Emergency
pun.
patrol, fire trucks have been dispatched. Accompany them and attend to any injuries.
Okie dokie, we got a bit of a problem here. That's alright, we can deal with it. So we'll clear out the boxes on the way through. Now, normally you could just jump over that wall there to get where you need to go. But in this case, we actually need to escort the fire truck. That was a heavy collision. And we are still trucking through the night. Heavy, heavy. Alrighty, so these doors won't open unless you've got your sirens on. You need to be prestigious here. Yes, that's exactly how I intended for that object to take down. We can hear the fire now. It's raging, rumbling, raring to go. Let's go on this degree here. Ah, yeah. Exactly how I intended.
Emergency patrol, fire trucks have been dispatched. Accompany them and attend to any injuries.
So where are the fire trucks then, Miss Lady? Well, it was already there. Why didn't he be... Whoa, do you see that texture though? Hold on, let's back up. That texture has approximately 120 pixels. Possibly a lot less. Anyway, let's rock on into it. Into the fire, here we go.
They'll be okay, thanks to you.
I'm glad to hear that, son.
Emergency. Proceed to the Carnival Water Park. We have a report of a swimmer in distress. The victim will need to be transported to the hospital.
Oh dear. Well, that's alright, we can deal with that. But first, let's take a massive jump off the side here. As a kid, I of course learned all the best jumping spots. There we are. Didn't work out. wonder if we can find... Oh. What interesting collision.
A bicyclist has had an accident at the mall. Please assist.
I like that they spawn back. Hey, what's happening here? We seem to be, This is news. The game doesn't like this. Let's back up here. Now, as I said before, we've got to kind of be careful about the way that we're turning, otherwise it does something like that. What is wrong with the textures here? Well, this is a game from 2001, made on a budget of about $12. So I can only... I mean, look at that railroad. It is basically just black and orange, with some grey lines. There we are. There we are. Now, of course, the fastest way to get around is the monorail. So let's cruise on here. Yep, 2001 this game is from, same year as Hot Wheels Mechanics. Be careful, don't want to launch myself off here. Didn't like that one bit. Alright. Continue down the monorail. Fastest way to get around things. Oh dear. Well, that didn't work out exactly as I had hoped. Anyway, let's continue on now. So we have a bit of an emergency. I, of course, know phone boxes to be the strongest things in the universe.
He'll be back on his bike in no time.
Maybe he shouldn't if he got into an accident in the first place.
We have a flight landing with a sick passenger on board.
Ooh.
Meet the airplane on the runway and transport the passenger to the hospital.
Aye, skips, let's do it. So this is the airport in question. It's still pointing us towards the roadway. Doesn't like the fact that we are off the road, off the rails, and get out of here. Alright. Clear out. Ambulance on the way. That's me tapping the buttons here. I can finally move now. Let's cruise on the way at once now. I hate how old it is for my old computer now. Yeah, mechanics is an interesting beast to get running. I have to use a VM. Seem to have overshot the hospital there. Let's back it up. There we
We
are.
have a flight landing with a...
Wow, looks like you're a regular hero.
Regular hero if you're taking Mr. Johannesson. Yeah, back in his wheelchair. Alright, so we're gonna go to the farm. Now I could be a shmup and go across the bridge, or I could be smart.
A farm tractor has rolled over onto its driver. Free the driver and transport him to the hospital.
Here we go. So this is the smart way of getting to the farm. We're actually going to take it into the farm's rail station. So many ways, so many shortcuts in this game to discover and learn. And then we're going to take this hint up here and launch off we go. There it is. Not quite sure how we managed to do this, but I'm also not quite sure how we managed to clear the tractor ourselves. But good on us. We the might of 3 men, the strength of 4. Let's keep bouncing on with the good times, just as this haystack is doing. So that's okay. That's gone well, clearly. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead.
A farm tractor has rolled over onto its driver. Free the driver and transport him to the hospital.
Well, I'm stopped here. Fortunately, it doesn't quite... Why is that there? What does that actually serve as purpose of?
That was a terrific job. Way to go.
Emergency. Proceed
Alright,
to
let's
the
quickly have a look
water
at our
park.
stats.
We have a report of a swimmer in distress.
We have
The
2
victim
more.
will need to be transported to the hospital.
So we have a swimmer in distress. See if you guys can work out why the swimmer is in said distress in the first place. I think that bus is supposed to say Go Bears, but again, the texture quality is not exactly the greatest, if I'm honest. That's supposed to say Matchbox, I think. It might be on low texture settings. I couldn't get this game to run in hardware mode. a GTX 980 and I can't run a game from 2001 at the highest settings. Alright, through the face, through the mouth. Camera clipping. Out of the way. Clear out. I got a date with destiny. Up we go. Heavy hit. Rah! Alright, so let's go ahead and take the actual intended ride that she took. There we are. Heavy hit. Good bounce though. 10 out of 10 for style. Let's see if we can stop here, because it's going to be troubling. Gliding towards the person in question. There we are. Does putting a store in a game still count as product placement? I don't think of it... I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I guess if the product can be really bought and sold, then yeah, sure. So in case... This game is one big product placement for Matchbox. There's no question about that. But is it a product placement for the amusement park? Oh, so you overshot the target there. Let's bring this to a stop. A gentle stop.
That took some pretty fancy driving. Awesome.
It was awesome, guys.
We have a report of an anchor having fallen onto a dock worker.
How do you do that?
The anchor and take him to the hospital.
How do you manage to get an anchor on you? How do you do that? We're gonna find out though. Now you guys are gonna like the next vehicle, I think. I think the next vehicle's got something special in store for you guys here at the stream. We just have to work our way around now. That collision actually disrupted the vocal audio space continuum. It's not very good at telling me where it needs to go. Hey! We're taking very many shifts. Out of the way. I'm gonna put my seamen into my ambulance. If the next vehicle is not a mech, I will be disappointed. Unfortunately, Matchbox, not quite that good. Unfortunately. They try. Alright, let's roll on. Out of the way. Well, it would help if it would tell me where the hospital is. Clear out. Yeah. There she is. Off the jump. Braking at all the speed that I have wasn't enough. The murder machine? Oh boy. So let's stop here and...
Looks like he'll be okay now.
That's alright.
Good job on the first rescue mission. Now, enjoy your cool new ambulance.
Our cool new ambulance. Now, the special thing about that is that the door's open and we get to see what the guy is doing inside. And he is a champ, let me tell you. That's a happy face. I don't know if you saw that, but he just did a giant spill and tumble and jump back there. Pretty sure an anchor would kill someone. I give it 8 of 10 for realism. Oh, you have no idea, buddy. Now, there's no fast travel in this game. You've really got to move it. You know, so we're going to try and get to the fire engine now, because the fire engine is even better. Alright. So we'll just ignore the orcas for a while. Excuse me, pardon me. Ah yes, clipping through the dirt. That is, of course, how I imagine all fish kind of work. Bouncing up onto the ramp. There we are. Gained our speed now. He took that like a champ. He's very happy about certain things too. Now I don't want that fire truck. Well, where's the other 4? Alright, let's roll. So what's happening with these missions is you sometimes have to find a fire hydrant first.
There is a large cargo fire burning on the docks. Your truck won't have enough water.
See if you guys can spot the fire in question. Well, we just kind of cleared the fire hydrant. That is a beautiful fire.
Great work. You're the best firefighter this city has ever had.
I mean, I've only done one job so far, but thank you for the encouragement, mate.
A rescue is needed.
Alright, let's roll.
Ferris wheel.
The guy is clinging to the side of a Ferris wheel, though. I don't know if about you. That's not exactly how I ride the Ferris wheel. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Here we go. Back to where I started, it seems. That's how I imagine all physics work. You gotta have balls to make a jump like that. Now again, this game's not very good at describing where it wants you to go, but we're going to the carnival, which is over here. Ah! Hold on! Hold on! Hold on, hold on. I don't know if you guys caught that, but I just want to show off something that's always bothered me for 21 years. And of course, played this game as a newborn. There, that guy hovering. Let's just see if we can...
Rescue is needed at the carnival. The situation is described as a man clinging to the side of the Ferris wheel.
Come on. Let's turn around at the speed of... well, the speed of a snail turning around, frankly. There it is. Can you see that, guys? To the left of the screen. A guy playing guitar, floating in midair. He is playing guitar, floating in midair. Okay. Oh, thank you, Alcom, for of course letting us know that your strange, beautiful life is... oh, we seem to have found a shallow bit here. It's not going to help us, if I'm honest. We need to get back into the Ferris park here. Ah, clipping. That's good. There must be a point at which I can kind of crawl up here. Let's gain some speed. Let's gain some speed. Hammer it down. Oh, we are.
A rescue is needed at the
Collision has defeated us here.
Situation is described as a man clinging to the side of the Ferris wheel.
We tried, but we seem to be in a bit of a rough spot now. So what are we going to do here? How are we going to fix this scenario? That is exactly how I thought we would fix the scenario. I don't know how you do it in any other video game. Right, straight on. Here we go.
Whoa, you got here just in the nick of time.
That's not exact. He was inside the Ferris wheel. He wasn't hanging off the side.
All units, Avenger's card is
Please.
burning out of control. Rapid response is required.
Rapid response is required. Let's roll. Boom. Heavy hit. Alright, so what is the situation? Ah, I see the green arrow. Let's move. Screw your bins. I've got a problem. Oh, look at that fire.
Well done. That was some weenie roast.
Weenie roast. You get it, guys? Weenie roast. Alrighty.
Emergency
Good on him.
patrol. A man is hanging from a billboard downtown. Please proceed quickly.
Alright, so we get another guy hanging on for dear life. We better move. Camera does not like that one bit. Nor is it gonna like this. Good tunnel impact. That's how you tunnel through the fate of the universe. Oh dear, this is not going well.
That was a close call. Good thing you showed up when you did.
I like that all the
Engine
firemen
number 5,
wear
a
blackfaces.
residential fire alarm has been sounded.
A residential fire alarm has been sounded. Now that usually means that something bad is happening. So we best do our job and get over there as fast as possible. Let's rock on now. It seems to have stopped the traffic there, which is good. Here we roll. Now how do we climb up this? That'll do the ticket. You know, of course we can do something like this. Couldn't quite get over it, but we're... oh dear, we're hanging on for dear life. Okay. Well, you know, it did a thing. That does not want to turn my way, does it?
Engine number 5, a
There we
residential
are.
fire alarm has been sounded.
Let's go see this residential fire alarm. Ow. There's a helicopter hanging over, so clearly something bad is there. The turning circle is approximately the size of Germany. Modest. All these just poor saps don't know how to use anything flammable.
Great job. You saved the house.
Second time in as many days. Like that their coats don't
Engine
fit on.
5, Engine 5, car fire reported in shopping mall parking lot.
We better move it then. Let's do it. Didn't make it. Just heading backwards there. Now I could go through the mines, but we could also just go this way. Alright, moving on. That's it. Once you become a king of the parkour, you really understand what you're doing. You can go anywhere that you want. Apparently that bus was also attempting. What a champ. I like the way that they kind of glue to the terrain there. There's no such thing as error in this game. Alright, here we go. Now the sad thing about this level,
Engine 5, car fire reported in shopping mall parking lot.
I'm not allowed to go through until he manually opens the doors.
That sure was a hot car.
Oh, I don't know what the fire brigade is on with all the pumps.
Emergency!
Let's
Emergency!
back up here.
Airport control has an airplane coming in that is on fire.
Oh.
You are needed to provide backup.
So apparently they don't have their own fire brigade sitting there. We are the ones who will have to do the work. Let's rock and roll. Now, in real life scenario, airplane's on fire. You have a minute to get out of the airplane. It seems they've actually got ahead and parked this at the terminal. Now, maybe I'm wrong. They've even started unloading it with the cargo. Maybe I'm crazy, but I don't think that's how you do it.
Another disaster avoided. Great job.
Wouldn't
An old
quite
farm
say it was
vehicle has
verted.
been spotted driving around on fire. The driver appears unaware of the situation.
Once again, I do find it a bit impossible that the farmer can be unaware that his vehicle is on fire as he's driving it, but let's go ahead and investigate. Let the monorail pass through, that bastard will ruin any good day. Bumpity, bumpity, bump. Here we go. Heavy impact. So where is this farmer in... I do love that beautiful fire texture that has plagued us. It seems to be inside the vehicle itself, and yet he is still not aware. So now I'm just running loops around him.
Vehicle has been spotted driving around on fire. The driver appears unaware of the situation.
Heavy incident there, we'll have to back up. He has evaded me, clearly he's just, you know, maybe that's what he wants with his life. Off we go. Alright, let's stop him now. He can't evade us this time. I've got him.
I'm sure he'll be more alert next time.
That wasn't a pun. Like the farmer's clothes are clearly burnt as well.
It's a tough job patrolling the streets of Matchbox County. So, you've been given an assistant firefighter to ride along with you.
So let's go ahead and watch how the assistant firefighter rides along. Also, I like that little gap in the terrain that was there. Ah, yes!
Airport control has an
It's,
airplane coming in that is on fire.
He has some interesting behaviors. An interesting clipping too. A little bit of a wave there. I like that his face is blue. It does have you know me. Oh, good hit. bouncing all around the place. So let's break through the fence barrier threshold. Good hit. I can see the fire, I just can't make it to said fire. He took that impact like a champ, man. Look at him bounce and swing around. This was my favorite thing to do as a kid, if I'm honest.
Airport control has an airplane coming in that is on fire. You are needed to provide backup.
Alrighty. I'm probably going to call the stream quits there, because we really have seen most of what there is to this game. I just wanted to kind of quickly show off a bit of some of my childhood, some history, and some interesting physics conundrums. But oh!
Emergency control. A man is hanging from a billboard downtown.
Alrighty, thank you very much, guys, for being a part of the stream. I will see you around.